Why are there not more people talking about the epic nature of the Trojan War? This ancient conflict is a cornerstone of myth and history, yet its grandeur often goes unappreciated in modern discourse. A name synonymous with epic battles, legendary heroes, divine interventions, and timeless myths that have fascinated generations. The Trojan War is a saga that intertwines human emotions with the whims of the gods. Fought around 1200 BC, this legendary conflict between the Greeks and the Trojans has captivated audiences for millennia. Its stories have been told and retold, each time adding new layers of intrigue and drama. Homer's Iliad and Odyssey, epic poems passed down through generations, immortalize these events. These works are not just stories, they are cultural treasures that offer insights into the human condition. The Trojan War serves as a touchstone of Western literature, its themes of love, loss, revenge, and fate resonating deeply with audiences even today. These universal themes continue to find relevance in our modern world. The war's origins lie in a tale of love and betrayal. It is a story that begins with a seemingly simple act but spirals into a conflict of epic proportions. Paris, a prince of Troy, stole away Helen, the beautiful wife of Menelaus, king of Sparta. This act of passion and defiance set the stage for a monumental clash. This act ignited a firestorm of anger among the Greeks, who assembled a vast army led by Agamemnon, Menelaus's powerful brother. The call to arms was answered by the greatest warriors of the age. They set sail for Troy, determined to reclaim Helen and avenge their honor. The journey itself was fraught with challenges, testing the resolve of the Greek forces. What followed was a decade-long siege, a brutal test of strength, cunning, and will. The war saw numerous battles, each more ferocious than the last, as both sides fought for supremacy. The Trojan War, however, is more than just a historical event. It is a narrative that transcends time, blending the lines between myth and reality. It is a tapestry woven from myth and reality, a story where gods and mortals clash on the battlefield, and fate plays a hand in the destinies of men. The involvement of deities added a divine dimension to the human struggle. It is a tale that has shaped Western culture, inspiring countless works of art, literature, and thought. The legacy of the Trojan War can be seen in various forms of creative expression throughout history. Join us now as we delve into the heart of this epic conflict, exploring its legendary battles, heroic characters, and enduring legacy. Discover how this ancient war continues to influence our world today. The Trojan War was a stage upon which heroes rose and fell, their names etched into the annals of legend. It was a conflict that brought out the best and worst in men, showcasing both their valor and their vulnerabilities. Achilles, the near-invincible Greek warrior, stands as a paragon of strength and martial prowess. His name has become synonymous with unmatched skill and indomitable spirit. Swifter than the wind and blessed with godlike power, Achilles struck fear into the hearts of his Trojan enemies. His very presence on the battlefield was enough to turn the tide of battle. His rage, however, proved to be his undoing, leading him down a path of vengeance and ultimately to his tragic demise. The wrath of Achilles is a tale of how unchecked anger can lead to one's downfall. On the Trojan side stood Hector, prince of Troy and a valiant defender of his city. He was the heart and soul of the Trojan resistance, a beacon of hope for his people. Unlike Achilles, driven by rage and a thirst for glory, Hector fought for a nobler cause, the love of his family and the preservation of his homeland. His motivations were rooted in duty and love. He was a skilled warrior and a respected leader, embodying the virtues of courage, honor, and loyalty. His leadership was marked by wisdom and a deep sense of responsibility. His inevitable confrontation with Achilles would become one of the most iconic duels in literary history. This clash was not just a battle of strength, but a meeting of two contrasting ideals. These two heroes, Achilles and Hector, represent the duality of war. They symbolize the conflict between personal glory and selfless duty. Achilles embodies the destructive power of anger and pride, while Hector embodies the sacrifices made in defense of loved ones. Their stories highlight the different paths one can take in the face of war. Their stories, forever intertwined by fate and the tragedy of war, serve as enduring reminders of the complexities of human nature. They teach us about the consequences of our choices and the enduring impact of our actions. The Trojan War was not merely a conflict between mortals. The gods themselves took sides, their divine interventions shaping the course of the war. Aphrodite, goddess of love, sided with the Trojans, having promised Paris the hand of Helen. Hera, queen of the gods, and Athena, goddess of wisdom, favored the Greeks, their anger fueled by Paris's rejection of their own beauty. The gods' involvement was not limited to mere favoritism. They actively participated in the battles, aiding their chosen heroes with divine strength, cunning strategies, and even miraculous interventions. The war became a stage for their own rivalries and vendettas, with the mortals caught in the crossfire of their divine games. The Trojan War reminds us that even the greatest of heroes are but pawns in the hands of fate and the whims of the gods. The Trojan War was not merely a conflict between mortals. The gods themselves took sides, their divine interventions shaping the course of the war. Aphrodite, goddess of love, sided with the Trojans, having promised Paris the hand of Helen. Hera, queen of the gods, and Athena, goddess of wisdom, favored the Greeks, their anger fueled by Paris's rejection of their own beauty. The gods' involvement was not limited to mere favoritism. They actively participated in the battles, aiding their chosen heroes with divine strength, cunning strategies, and even miraculous interventions. The war became a stage for their own rivalries and vendettas, with the mortals caught in the crossfire of their divine games. The Trojan War reminds us that even the greatest of heroes are but pawns in the hands of fate and the whims of the gods. The Trojan War was not merely a conflict between mortals. The gods themselves took sides, their divine interventions shaping the course of the war. Aphrodite, goddess of love, sided with the Trojans, having promised Paris the hand of Helen. Hera, queen of the gods, and Athena, goddess of wisdom, favored the Greeks, their anger fueled by Paris's rejection of their own beauty. The gods' involvement was not limited to mere favoritism. They actively participated in the battles, aiding their chosen heroes with divine strength, cunning strategies, and even miraculous interventions. The war became a stage for their own rivalries and vendettas, with the mortals caught in the crossfire of their divine games. The Trojan War reminds us that even the greatest of heroes are but pawns in the hands of fate and the whims of the gods. The Trojan War raged for 10 long years, a bloody stalemate that seemed destined to continue indefinitely. Both sides suffered immense losses, and the conflict showed no signs of resolution. The Greeks, however, devised a cunning plan that would finally breach the impenetrable walls of Troy, the Trojan Horse. This ingenious strategy would change the course of the war. Under the guise of a peace offering, the Greeks constructed a massive wooden horse, hollow inside and filled with their finest warriors. The construction was meticulous, designed to deceive the Trojans completely. The Trojans, weary of war and believing the horse to be a gift, unwittingly ushered their doom within their city walls. They celebrated, thinking the war was finally over. Under the cover of night, the Greek warriors emerged from their wooden prison, opening the city gates for their comrades lying in wait. The element of surprise was on their side. Troy, caught completely off guard, fell in a single night of carnage and destruction. The once mighty city was reduced to ruins. The fall of Troy stands as a testament to the power of strategy and deception in warfare. It highlights how intellect and cunning can triumph over brute force. It also serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us that appearances can be deceiving, and that even the most formidable defenses can be breached with cunning and guile. The story of Troy remains a powerful lesson in the art of war and human nature. Pause 2s. The fall of Troy was not just the end of a war, it was a moment that echoed through history, filled with lessons and reflections on human nature and the art of conflict. Pause 1s. The Trojan horse remains one of the most iconic symbols of cunning and strategy, reminding us that sometimes intellect can overpower sheer strength. It teaches us the importance of vigilance and the dangers of complacency. The Trojans, in their moment of perceived victory, let their guard down, leading to their ultimate downfall. Pause 1s. This tale has inspired countless stories, poems, and plays, each exploring different facets of human behavior, from heroism and honor to deceit and betrayal. The Trojan War serves as a timeless reminder that history often repeats itself, and that the lessons of the past are crucial for navigating the future. Pause 2s. Thank you for joining us on this journey through one of history's most fascinating tales. To learn more about the weirdest history facts and weirdest habits of current communities, click subscribe to receive all new updates. We will see you in the next video.